Hello, God bless you. Beware of the devices of the devil. Beware of the devices of the devil. Yes, beware of them. One of the devices of the devil is to stop you from praying. Is to stop your communication with God. Is to stop your relationship with God. That is one of the devices of the devil. And that is why you see these scenarios. You see this phrase. You see all this propaganda going on here and there. Seeing prayer as a problem of Africa. Seeing prayer as a problem of Nigeria. That is because we are praying nation or praying continent. That is why we are underdeveloped. Beware of the devices of the devil. How can you survive in a capital place of wickedness without being prayerful? How can you survive in a country or in a continent as an Africa, which is the headquarters of wickedness? So you don't know. Oh, you don't know that Africa is the headquarters of wickedness? How do you survive? How do you live in that kind of place without being prayerful, without being close to God, without God being your last hope? Okay, how do you survive? In a place, now is Christmas season. So many people will love to travel to their community, to their village, to their town, hometown, to go and celebrate their festival. Christmas festival. Celebration. To go and see their loved ones. To share things together. And live together. But so many cannot go. So many will not be able to travel. Why is it that they will not go? So many have not visited their village since they left the village, their hometown. Why? Because they are afraid. So many have built mansion in the city, but they cannot travel back to their country, to their hometown. Why? They have built mansion in the city, but they have not even built a single room in their own hometown. Why? Because they are afraid. Why are they afraid? They are afraid of the wickedness in their hometown. What is the wickedness? Many of you have bought car. Many of you will plan to take their car, new car, to the village. But if you are not prayerful, you may not come back alive with that car. You may end up, after visiting your village, coming back, your vehicle will crash on the road. And you will die in your vehicle on the road. God forbid. Why? Because of wickedness. Wickedness in Africa is the problem of Africa. Beware of the devices of the enemy. The devices of the devil. They want to blindfold you. So that we will no longer be dressed to tackle the wickedness in Africa. The wickedness in Africa, whereby one person, money that meant for the whole community, one person will embezzle it and siphon the money and bury it in the ground. He's not using it to develop. He's not using it to build factory. He's not using it to build anything. He leave it there. And the money is decaying and rotting. It's not wickedness. So you have not seen all this wickedness. And you don't talk about how to tackle it. You are talking about people that are praying in order to survive, not to live. Because without prayerful in Africa, you will find it difficult to live, to survive. How do you live in a place whereby, without God, whereby you travel to, and you travel to your hometown to build a house? As you lay foundation, somebody will come and bury something there. As you come, you after finishing as you enter the place, you match poison. You return back to the city, your legs swell up. You are no longer talking about how you will build your house. You are only talking about how you will be able to deliver yourself and get yourself free from the poison that they are poisoning your leg. That is the wickedness in Africa. So you are not talking about that. Those wickedness that have made us underdeveloped. Because if there is no wickedness, you will not tell me why somebody will take a whole 50 billion naira, 100 billion naira, or $100 billion and men that can give people, communities that are lack potable water, potable pipe bomb water to drink, are dying of cholera because of lack of potable water to drink. And somebody has siphoned the money that meant to dig all these boreholes. And you are not talking about that. You are angry. And the war is to stop people that are praying. Don't you see that devil have blindfolded you? Don't you see that devil have made you? He have made you divert your attention from the right problem, the cause of the problem. So many of you will say that other religion, other like China, are being developed because they are not prayerful nation or continent. They are developed, but they are not worshiping God the way we do. Africa had the challenge of wickedness also, which is corruption and so on. But before they developed, they overcome their challenges. They handle the problem, the root cause of the problem. The root cause of the problem was wickedness, which was corruption. How do they handle the root cause of the problem? They tackle it by making harsh laws against wickedness, corruption. They gave law, zero tolerance to drug trafficking, zero tolerance to what? Corruption. You can't traffic drug to China and got scot-free. You can't embezzle money in China and got scot-free. Death sentence, death penalty. And that is why so many of you people that are engaged in drug trafficking are afraid to go to China. Because you know the consequence. They sanitize their system by riding away, dealing with wickedness. If you choose to be wicked, they will deal with you. But here, even kidnapper are kidnapping people, are going scot-free. You people are celebrating wickedness. That somebody will dupe a white man, siphon all the funds, and the white man is now going through depression, anxiety, about to die, and somebody is flexing with the money in the name of Yahoo. And you people are celebrating and calling them Yahoo. Is it not wickedness? And that is what is celebrated in Africa. You people are not fighting against that, which are now making our youth not to think about any legitimate business. You send a child to school, he's not ready to study. He will abandon schooling, study, and said he want to do Yahoo. You people are not fighting against that, because you people are celebrating wickedness in Africa. You go to our streets, our towns, you see mad youths are becoming mad. You see mad youths everywhere. Young boys becoming mad. Why? Because of Yahoo Plus, ritualisms. And you are not knowing that that is an enemy. That our youth are not engaging in any meaningful thing. They are not learning work anymore. No technical education. They are not interested on anything. Quick money. When a politician is arrested, detained by the Economic Crime Commissions for investigation, it's your community people will carry plaque and say, because his mom is giving you people, he comes to give you 10,000. You carry plaque and say, it's our brother, living for us. You people, when Africa wake up, or Nigeria wake up, and begin to deal with wickedness like China did, and deal with the wickedness, and stop the wickedness by making law, zero tolerance to corruption. Once they have a single evidence of corruption, you are sentenced to life imprisonment or death penalty. If you find out that a lawyer is corrupt, death penalty. That is why China survived. That is how they succeeded. Ask questions. Make inquiries about China, how they were before, and about their laws, how they made laws, and zero tolerance to all those things. So wickedness in Africa, that you are telling an African man not to pray. How can African man not pray? When you prepare to go and eat in a hotel with your money, you don't know you are eating a meal that was prepared with what? Bathing cups from the mortuary. They have used it to cook for you. Happening in Africa, which is wickedness. And after you have eaten innocently, unknowing to that kind of restaurant, you sleep, you begin to have a kind of terrible dream. You say you will not pray in Africa. Every day of your life is prayer that sustains you, that helps you. You are eating from a mama put. That you see people using the pot to cook and make stew in Africa for the sake of money, so that you eat, tomorrow you come back. You will be what? You will be consumed, so that you will be manipulated. That is wickedness. And you say you will not be prayerful. Wickedness in Africa is the problem of Africa. You don't know. I have a cousin in 80s. I was young. My mother tried in order to see that this their cousin, this my cousin, returned back from America. He was a very educated man. Then in 1980s, he studied law. And he became a professor of law in the United States of America. He built a mansion in the town, in his own town. He used to travel to America. He used to come to, he lived in America. He used to come back to Nigeria time to time. But who stopped him? It's wickedness that stopped him from returning back to America, to Nigeria. How did wickedness stop him? His own brother that was having a challenge. How challenge? That was living in a Agasigi, a place where the place is lonely, near Agu. And the brother had been attacked by armed robbers so many times. Then when he had the news, he said, brother, relocate from that place, go and take 2-bedroom into my house in the village. Go and live in 2-bedroom. I don't want you to die there with your family. As a brother, that man started living. It is that man that stopped him from coming. What did he do? He went after he started living, he went and made a charm. Use charm to make the man forget about Nigeria, coming back again. What was his intention? He want that convert that property, want to inherit it, he want it to become his own. That when his brother forget about Nigeria, not longer coming back, all that mansion become his own. Nobody will take it away. So that brother will not come back and ask about that property again. He was helping his brother. Wickedness in Africa. Had it been that he was coming back? Had it been that he had been coming back to Nigeria? If he had been returning back from to Nigeria, he would have ended up developed his brothers. He was always doing well. Somebody that every year he must return to Nigeria. But after the man did that thing, that charm, it stopped him from coming back to Nigeria. And that was the end of Samuel coming back to Nigeria. Because of wickedness in Africa. Till death, he died there, he was buried there. His children are lost generation, have become a lost generation. Wickedness in Africa. And you are saying that is prayer. How do you want an African man to live without prayer, without God? Who are you hoping on? In Western world, nobody is building house and somebody thinking of how to go and plant charm there so that the person will be killed. Nobody envies her because the other way he bought the car and because you come to show them your car, they are thinking of how they will kill you on the road. They don't take all those things serious because they don't have some love for money. They understood the meaning of good name is better than the wealth. My brother, if you don't want to pray and you are living in Africa as an African man, think of relocating to the Western world. African man develop a talent and he got a talent. He want to develop this talent. There is evil people of his own evil people. What they are thinking is to have to kill him and stop him. So I will not become better than them. And you say such a person shouldn't pray. Western world, when you got a talent, they will help you develop it. They will encourage you. Our own people is have to kill you. You see somebody succeeding, hustling, and people are looking at him. There are people that are not happy that man is succeeding. Their plan is to stop him or her so that they become the same. That is wickedness in Africa. And you say that African man should not pray. He should not pray. Is it health amenities do you have accessible to you? That somebody have not embezzled the money that meant for that health that will be able that will be accessible to you. Somebody have embezzled the money and bury it. And he says you should not pray. And you are not talking of how to stop that wickedness, how to prevent that man that are embezzling that money. Everybody, every continent has their own challenges. Every continent has their own problem. They have what they are going through, what they are suffering. They have their own challenges. Yes. Why the Western world are developing fast, succeeding in science. So some of them also are losing their moral values. They are losing their moral values. Yes. Some of them are losing their family values. They are losing their moral values and family values. They are no longer moral values and family values any longer. Yes. This thing now, you will see your son or your daughter. A man knocking a man now. In Africa, we say abomination. You will not be comfortable with. On Adeba. It's happening there. So that is your own challenges. So many parents have lost their children. They are no longer in charge of their children. When they muchagoro nwa, it's like they have children. They are like they don't have children. Children are not there for them. They are lonely. Their children have abandoned them. They don't care about their parents. No discipline. Yes. O nwere onye kpatara ego, jichi ego. He have made money. But the child, he can't control the child. Nwa ya si ya na ya ga-abụ na ya bụ nwoke mana ya chọrọ ịbụ nwaanyị, o change ebulu nwaanyị. Ọsọ papa ya ọka ọsọkwa gị ikwelu ọsọ gị hapụkwa ya. But I know that so many of us, we want to succeed in Africa, make money, and have a disciplined children. Have a disciplined children. Have a lovely children, obedient children. Not a hostile children. In Africa, we still have moral value. Family value are still there. So, onye ọbụla nwere ihe ọ na-agabiga nke. Mana, our main problem is wickedness. If we will deal with the wickedness, see the root, how we can stop wickedness in Africa, like China did, Africa will develop. Corruption is the problem, not prayer. Somebody who chooses to pray have not done any harm. He have not stopped anybody from who is interested in making in going into science. Yes, it's true. When we pray, we should do what? Develop. But to tell you that you should not pray, that it's because of prayer, that is why we have to pray. Because of the kind of where we found ourselves, the wickedness that is surrounds, that is in Africa. We have to pray. You cannot relax as somebody who is in Western world, who has no problem of witchcraft, who coming to suck his blood. Those that have had the witchcraft are not thinking of how to use to suck blood. They are using how to help life, how they can solve problem. And you in Africa where there's somebody that has witchcraft thinking how to suck somebody blood, and you say you want to, and you're telling him he should not pray. Our problem is wickedness, because what the Western people that are from the white man will not do, a black man is ready to do it for money. So many of you that are turning that because of ego. So many of you are doing it because of what? Money. But the Western world, they are not doing it for money. It's good and their will of your property as a father. They will tell you, go to hell with your what? Will. This is my life. I want to live. Let us deal with the wickedness. It is said that in Ghana will begin to transform to Dibama because they handle those corrupt leaders. They dealt with them. And that is why Ghana. So it is not going to be going to prayer house, to loot the prayer house, to attack pastors, so on and so forth, that they are your problem. Why you see people that are embezzled your money, in charge of your natural resources. You are not angry with them who have developed. You are saying that the problem is money. Your problem is a prayer. That will pray too much. As you are as a science in Africa, you want to find out what can cure such a kind of, if you succeeded and you are not prayerful, you can't even go village, let them celebrate you, tell them that now I have found what can stop people from dying, from having this kind of diseases. Overnight, after that celebrating you, overnight you die, they will kill you. That is why our people, if they discover that you are making progress, there are people that even in Poland, they want to stop you in power, they want to stop you. Somebody introduced Salamajire School to educate our illiterate Salamajire people, children, and people were angry against it. Some people stopped it. It's not wickedness, so that those little illiterate children will not be educated. It's not wickedness. He said that it's prayer that is the problem. My brother, we have to pray because we are surrendered with wickedness. If we don't pray, who will help us? Where there is wickedness, prayer is not our problem. But how we talk on China, how China is not a prayer nation, but they are developed. I will tell you more, tell you some certain things you need to understand about China. That they had a peculiar problem the challenge we are having, and how they handle it. That is why they are where they are today. If they did not tackle that wickedness that was eating them up, which was corruption, because corruption is wickedness, then how will they be able to develop in a place of wickedness? There can be a development in a place of wickedness. In a community where a youth will come and build a house, they will go and plant. How can that community develop? So many of you have developed a city now, like Indigo have developed so many cities, but they don't have anyone in the village. Why are they not building the village? Because they are afraid of that uncle. And I say, you know, village without prayer. Beware of the devices of the enemy, of the devil. Beware of the device of the devil. Don't let devil deceive you. God bless you. You will know the truth, and truth shall make you free. God bless you. I will see you next time. In Jesus' mighty name.